6:37. In an effort to address the problem of affordable and sustainable housing, some companies across the country have turned to shipping containers.
There's one local company that specializes in building high-quality shipping container homes. And they have all the amenities. Chris Lopez is live at Utopia Containers this morning. He's showing us a little bit about how it all happens. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, they're modular homes, and they're almost in the same factory as manufactured homes, only they're shipping containers that would sometimes otherwise be thrown out by the shipping industry. Ryan Perry, founder of Utopia Containers, takes those same containers and prefabs them for people to move into and have a home. Ryan, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Chris.
We are inside one of the containers right now. But you got to tell me first, what is modular housing to Utopia Containers, and how did you guys even come up with that idea?
Sure. Yeah, modular house is built in a factory, and it comes fully finished. This is a shipping container that it's been converted into a house. It's fully insulated. It's got the air conditioning, everything you'd expect.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the details in here. People are not going to recognize this at all as a shipping container, but this is the kitchen area right here. Talk to me a little bit about the details. And there's minor details that you have in here, like how the cabinet doors close. What kind of stuff do you have?
Yeah, this is a soft close cabinet, plywood sides, butcher block counter, full-size sink. We got a room for a fridge here.
I mean, look at the oven, though. Everything,
Yes, sir.
and you had told me everything is electric, nothing is
sir.
gas.
Yes, they're all electric.
Everything is gas in here. And then let's move over here. This would be where...
This is where the fridge goes.
Okay. And then let's move into this. This is the bathroom section right here.
Yes, sir. Yep, this is a laundry room. This is the full-size shower, toilet. The vanity is going to go here. This one's almost finished.
Yeah, who is this for? Is this for a family? Is this for a single person?
Yeah, I would recommend this for a single person, but if maybe a couple.
And then moving into here, this is, I'm assuming this is your bedroom here.
Yes, sir. This is a room. This is a bedroom, and this is a queen-size bed. It's got room for a TV on the wall, and you have enough room for a desk or an armoire.
And what we're looking at right now is this exact same container home being built right now out of essentially nothing, and we're going to get into that as we make our way through the morning. Coming up on Fox Rochester, we're going to be talking about the efficiency of these homes, how they can become zero waste, which is unlike regular homes that get built, which contribute to a lot of waste. And then we are going to show you guys a 2-bedroom home that is not built yet, and talking about the nuts and bolts of that. Stay tuned. We got a lot of good stuff for you guys coming up here on Fox Rochester and Arc Rochester. Back to you.
Super cool.
Chris, how much is that going to cost me?
We are going to get into those nuts and bolts coming up at, I think, 7:05, 7:06.
Okay.
We're going to get in those nuts and bolts. Dan, I think you're anchoring that, too.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. A lack of affordable housing here and across the U.S. continues to be a problem for those in the housing market.
One local company is addressing that problem, turning shipping containers into affordable housing. Our Chris Lopez is there. It's called Utopia Containers. He's been there all morning learning more. Hey there, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? What you're looking at is Ryan's build out of the exact container that we are standing in right now. Now, Ryan, can you take me through how long it takes to build something like this here?
Sure, yeah. I'm down to building the whole container in 1 month.
1 month for
one just by myself.
And is that ready for someone to move in? In 1 month, they can have something by the weekend if one of these is finished.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to be able to ship it within a month, and it's going to take about a week to schedule transportation. It's going to come fully finished, and when it arrives, it's put on a crane and put onto a foundation.
And Dan had asked, Anchor Dan, he asked about the cost of one of these homes.
Sure.
Tell me what this one cost right here, ready to go. And I know that it ranges a tad bit.
Yeah, this is $65,000 as is.
And can you mortgage one of these?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. We're going to get into that conversation, delve into that a little bit later on Fox Rochester. However, I do want to tackle the waste. Yeah. I talked a little bit about waste on a traditional house. When you build out one of those. That's why you see those gigantic garbage trucks outside of a home when they're being built.
Yes,
For
sir.
this, not a lot of waste.
No, a traditional house takes about 8,000 pounds of garbage, and this is under 300 pounds.
And you can get this. You said right now it's not exactly zero waste.
Sure.
But you can get it to zero waste.
Sure.
How do you go about doing that or obtaining somewhere near that?
Almost everything is recyclable. So say when I cut this window out, that can be recycled or reused for something else. And the only waste we really have is when we cut off the end of a flooring piece. If we can't reuse it on the other side, that would be just a little piece that gets thrown away, and just a little bit of drywall.
And these homes here, it's kind of, if you've never seen one, you're like shipping container, and then I'm seeing windows. I'm seeing the bedroom window here.
Yes, sir.
Is that going to be a standard layout for these, or can people kind of fit it to what they would like?
Sure. We are going to make it all standard so that every single build is the same, and then we're going to be able to optimize to reduce the waste. We're going to have a couple of models. This is our first model. This is a 1-bedroom, and then we have a 2-bedroom that we're going to see in a minute.
And we're going to get into that 2-bedroom coming up here on Fox Rochester, showing you guys the bones of these container homes, because the inside, it looks fantastic, but that's not how it starts. So we're going to show you how it starts coming up on Fox Rochester. I'm going to send it back to you in studio.
Are you going to buy one, Chris?
Very direct.
I'm in the market for a home, and these look very nice. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
All right, Chris.
Sounds good. Good for you. Thank you, sir.
All right, Marty, thank you. In an effort to address the problem of affordable and sustainable housing, some companies around the U.S. have turned to shipping containers.
Yeah, there's one local company that specializes in building high-quality shipping container homes that have all the amenities you could want. Chris Lopez is live at Utopia Containers for us this morning, learning more about their process. Hey there, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? What you're looking at right here is a shipping container you would see at a port or, on the back of semi-trucks. And those are what gets turned into sustainable homes. Now, in the last few segments, we have been here at Utopia Containers, and we have been in that one over there. Now, that is a single-bedroom container. That goes anywhere from $50,000 to $65,000. Over here is a 2-bedroom. And this is actually currently being built out for someone, and the person responsible for that is Ryan Perry of Utopia Containers. Now, we were talking and we were inside of the prefabbed one, spent about an hour in that. This one is not done yet. You are finishing the build out, but take me inside as to how you build something like this out, because a lot of people probably have questions. How do you insulate it in January in Rochester? How does it not fall apart? Things like that.
Sure.
So take me through this.
Yeah, the first step is to cut out the doors and the windows. We weld in some reinforcements, and then the inside we stud it out. And these are metal studs. We fill it up with spray foam insulation as much as we can fit in there. It meets code, and it's just like any other house. It's so well insulated that if you touch your freezer and you can't feel the cold, imagine this is 2 to 4 times more spray insulation.
And then you're standing right by. We were talking about waste, and that's a huge contributing factor to how big these homes are becoming. Sustainability. That is your waste right there, and that is all recyclable.
Yep.
This is just what, metal pieces that you've cut off?
Yeah, it's the end of the studs.
Here, and you can just melt this down and get it to be recyclable. Then over here, this is landfill waste here.
Yeah, this is all we've created in this container here.
And if you contrast that, you were telling me what a home, you're building a traditional home on a lot.
Yep.
You have this entire container filled with waste.
Yes, sir. Yeah. 2 to 4 dumpsters, up to 8,000 pounds of waste in a traditional single-family house.
And over here, these tools, this is it. This is all it takes to build one of these.
Yeah, that's most of it, yep.
What is it? Take me through this, because
Sure.
I'm no home builder.
Yeah, drill. This is some metal tool that you can use to bend the studs. Pliers, cut off, magnets, and we use that to put it against the wall to hold the studs up. Square. This is a grinding wheel, and this is how we have a cutoff wheel that cuts through the container, and then this is the grinding wheel, and this smooths out the edges. These are some metalworking tools for the studs and clamps that keep them in place when we put the screw through. This is a special metal cutting saw, just like your normal household saw where you use it for cutting wood. This is just a little heavier duty, and it's got a special blade for cutting the metal. And the last thing that we have is a welder, and that's just a standard small welder that we use to weld the reinforcements in.
And where's this home going?
Yeah, this one's going to the Finger Lakes for our customer. He's buying 2 of them, and he's going to use them for Airbnb.
And how much does this cost?
This one's $50,000 to $60,000.
$50,000 to $60,000, and do you have to buy it outright? Or can you mortgage something like this or take out a loan?
Yep.
Okay, all right. We have much more coming up for you guys on ARC Rochester. We're going to be showing you guys a demonstration with this over here, showing you guys how easy it is and how efficient it is to build out at least a part of these shipping containers. Send it back to you guys in studio for now.
This is so neat.
It is.
I love it, Chris. I would be jumping all over that if I didn't already.
Yeah.
Spend way more on a house.
Find out where that Airbnb is.
Kicking myself right now. Thank you.
8:17 this morning. Home affordability has been making headlines across the U.S., and some companies are getting creative to help people find a place of their own.
One local company is thinking outside the box, or rather inside a shipping container. They build homes from containers that are move-in ready, so it's fast, affordable, and folks who are looking for their next home should maybe consider this option. Chris Lopez is live with Utopia Containers, showing us how it all works. Chris?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, we're talking about the ease of build, really, when it comes in comparison to a home. I'm here with Ryan Perry of Utopia Containers. Now, this is what we were talking about the last time, the nuts and bolts, really the bones of the house, if you will, or the container.
Yep.
What are these, and to just refresh everyone, what do they do when it comes to the container?
Yeah, these are metal studs, and we use them to create a cavity for the spray foam. And before we spray it, we put all our electric and plumbing in the wall.
Okay.
And then we put the drywall over it, and we have some tongue and groove ceilings.
How many do you need total to outfit this? And I ask that because shipping containers worldwide are all the same size. You cannot get one bigger or smaller than the other. This is it here.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, they're all exactly the same size containers, and all of the studs are exactly the same because it's perfectly square. So we have the wall studs one dimension, and we have the ceiling studs a different dimension, and cut them all at the same. So I'm actually going to cut 10 studs at the same time. And this is going to show how much more efficient it is than building a normal house. A normal house, you have to measure each spot and make sure you have the exact size. But with this one, we're going to cut it exactly the same. And here we go.
Yep. Right there, it's outfitted now, and you can start to move this wherever you would like it to be.
Yeah, look, I can move 10 at a time. Just cut 10 at a time, but a normal house, you do about 1 or 2 at a time.
And the reason being why? Because you have been on the home side, the home building side, before you got into this. Can you explain that?
Sure, yeah. Every stud is going to be a different dimension because of the actual, normally they use wood studs, and the wood studs twist and crack, and you have to look down the edge of every stud to make sure that it's not curved too much or not twisted, and you're going to have to measure from top to bottom, and each one is probably just a little bit different of a height.
And I do want to bring up an important point. Why should someone care about what you're doing here?
Sure.
They may look at a Connex container and say, I will never live in that ever. But home prices are skyrocketing.
They are.
The demand is outweighing the supply, which is pushing, that's one of the factors.
Sure.
That's pushing it up. And this is a solution here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's less expensive to get it to this point than it would be to build a wooden house of the same size. So say like an Amish shed, they're 20 grand for this size. And so far I've got about 6,000 into it right now.
So it's easy to build. The cost is far lower. You can mortgage one of these. So this is what did you say? How much is this here going to go for?
50 to 60,000.
50 to 60, and you don't need to come up with the cash for that. You can take out a loan or mortgage this as well. A home right now in Rochester, now this is according to Redfin, is going for $185,000, and that's just the average median price for a house. Back in June, it was $200,000. Now, that is up an incredible amount since the beginning of COVID, or right before COVID, when homes were $125,000. They're up 12% year over year. And I don't know about you at home, but I have not gotten a 12% raise year over year. So home affordability for everyone is going to continue to be a problem unless solutions like this are going to take to the city, and I believe they are. And we're going to be getting into that coming up next on Arc Rochester. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio for now.
All right, very good, Chris. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere when Arc Rochester returns. It is this morning's weather trivia.
Mark McLean will be right here when we come back.
In an effort to tackle the challenge of affordable and sustainable housing, companies across the country are thinking outside the box, literally by using shipping containers to build homes.
Here in Rochester, one local company is taking it to the next level, creating high-quality container homes that come with all the modern amenities. Chris Lopez has been live at Utopia Containers for us all morning, giving us an inside look at how these homes come together. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we are back inside the prefab single-bedroom container home. And I do want to keep pointing this out because not only are these homes affordable, they are sustainable. Now, these are just the recyclable pieces that Ryan cuts off to pretty much stick into the wall behind this here to kind of build out the nuts and bolts of the home. But all of this here, this is all recyclable stuff. That is not the case whenever you build a traditional home. This here is the actual landfill waste that he's accumulated in building this home here. Now, when you talk about an actual traditional home, there are pretty much shipping containers that are filled out with nothing but land waste. That's not the case. I'm here with Ryan Perry this morning. We are in the prefab one, done somewhat ready to go. Take me through the nuts and bolts here because we have a brand new audience.
Yeah, we have a heating and air conditioning unit. This is all electric home where we have the electric stove, microwave, the fridge, and then we have an electric laundry machine down here.
Now, I got to stop you there with the electricity. How much does it cost for utilities if you own this home here? How much per year?
Yeah, the air conditioning has a sticker on it that says $250 a year.
$250 a year. That's all.
And then you've got your water heater, so maybe $500, $750.
All right, not a bad deal there. Walk me through the rest of this home. How much square footage? What
300.
300 square foot.
And this is Eden breakfast bar with room for stools.
Okay. Walk me through this way. We're getting into the bathroom area here. Shower?
Yeah, full-size shower, laundry, toilet. The sink and the base go right here.
That would be right here where this mirror is at.
Yep.
And then we're going to move into the bedroom. This is the bedroom layout here. I believe this is where the queen-size bed would fit.
It is, yep.
This way, television up here.
Correct.
Now, I do want to talk about the logistics of building a home versus a traditional home or a manufactured home versus the traditional home. You were telling me there's 10 different identities, inspectors that need to come in here.
Yep.
If this were a traditional home before it checks out and you can sell it.
Correct, yep.
This, though, is a little bit different.
Sure. Yeah, there's only about 4 inspections altogether.
And who helped you with this to get the inspections? In terms of insulation, because I know that's huge here in Rochester,
it is,
right?
Yeah.
January, February, March, even into April like last year, it's freezing.
It is.
How do you combat that? How do you answer that question?
Yeah, this is full of spray foam insulation on every surface, including 7 inches in the ceiling, 4 inches in the wall, 5 inches in the bottom. And it meets code, and it's super warm. I heated the whole place with a little space heater this winter.
And you got that. Who are you working with specifically to get that?
Yeah, Halco has this really specialized unit that has spray foamed and insulated containers, and we use them for that. And then when the customer has the unit on site, they just need to hook up the water, sewer, and the electric, and Halco does all that.
And how does that compare in terms of time?
Sure.
We were talking 6 to 12 months to finish a home.
It is, yep. Yeah, it takes me a month to build it in the factory, 200 hours or so.
Okay.
And then it takes just one day on site to crane the home from the truck onto the foundation. And all that foundation work has been done previously by a site contractor, and it'll be all ready and the home's installed in one day.
Where do you see this going in the future? Where can you see this going at its peak?
Yeah, the country is short 1.5 million homes to stabilize the rent and the housing prices, and we're about 5 million homes short across the country.
To stabilize prices, not even get to a surplus.
Stabilize.
Okay. How can people find out more about you if they were looking at this and they want to buy a home?
Yeah, I've got a website. It's called utopiacontainers.com.
That's it. And they just go to you, they contact that, and that's how they can find out more about these.
Correct.
1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms. And how much does this cost? I'll finish out there.
$65 grand.
$65,000, and you can take a loan out for this. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about container homes. Pretty cool morning, I must say. Back to you in studio.
Absolutely.
Nice stuff,
I like
Chris.
the educational features, Chris.
Yeah.
It's nice to see
No
you're not
food
just
involved,
eating
my
all
friend.
morning. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, 8:49. Stick around when ARC Rochester returns. We're getting a closer look at an upcoming fundraiser that's serving up some delicious dishes.
Yeah, more on that on the other side of the break.